Allegheny in the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Oh, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the 29, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the catch made by Johnson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. As well for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Hitchcock. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down now, Hitchcock. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Stop. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Hitchcock.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it really nice.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. First down, here's Mitchell.
12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores.
Here we go.
Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 yards there, just like last play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throw left side complete. That's right.
Here we go.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This time they stay on the ground. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Complete to running.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
11-9, 12-12-12.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 90.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's caught by McMath.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
108 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
3 quarters have come and gone.
They run over center with Mitchell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Burrow. And right with it here over the middle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And Burrow going to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Curtis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Gun. Got 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brock Wright, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And shutting him off, now open field. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Pickett back to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Got it?
Here's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side
11.
and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
11 MT, hey. 11 MT, 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's brought down around the 15-yard line.
So this